Chris, it is your turn, and show us more. What are you going to build in Fusion 2.5? And I'm going to turn off my camera and let him take the main screen. All right.
What do we want to build?
I don't know.
It's Fusion. We can build anything. Anybody got any ideas, suggestions? Should I do the basic demo again so that those who didn't participate last time can be brought up to speed? Is your mic off again?
Nope, my mic is still on.
What do you think? Should I do the basic demo first?
Sure. Let's see. GGDA said he thought we had a specific game we wanted to do this time, but I guess, Chris, you're such a master at this. I mean, you can kind of come up with anything, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's,
All right. Well,
no
GGDA
pressure,
says,
but
let's go to RPG. Let's make an RPG game.
Okay. Well, thanks for not setting the bar too high. We'll start with the basics. We'll start with for all those that are just downloaded Fusion and are trying for the first time, we'll just make the basic arcade game, and then we'll go do something a little more complex. How's that sound to everybody?
That
sounds like a resounding.
Yep.
Sounds like yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right, I'm going to turn off my mic so that you can keep talking to everybody else without me interrupting you.
All right. Well, hello, my name's Chris. I'm with Clickteam. Been using the tool for 17 years now, and built a whole career around it. And I'd like to show you a little bit about how the tool works. So, for those of you that downloaded the free demo, or if you already have a copy of Fusion, if you do, thank you. If not, and you have the free demo, we're all going to do the very first thing together, which is, let me share my screen first. All right, if someone in chat can, okay, yeah, you can see my screen, good. And the very first thing we do is we're going to hit File, New. 98% of our users make it this far. If you're in that 2% that can't hit File, New, you're probably in the wrong chat room. Oh, look, GGDA is in the top 98%. That's excellent. Thank you, GGDA. So, well, now we have a new application. So, Fusion's broken up by multiple editors. The first editor we're looking at here is the storyboard editor. A Fusion app can be made up of multiple frames, or you can jam it all into one, whatever you want. So that's how that works, and you add new frames by clicking here. I'm going to get rid of those by deleting them. Thank you, Null West 37, for picking up our Steam version of Fusion. We appreciate it. Now, to get into the next editor, the frame editor, we're going to click the number here, 1. And that brings us into the frame editor. Think of the frame editor kind of like a stage of a play. So the dotted area that's in white represents our stage where things will be seen by the audience. The dark gray area would represent the backstage, items that will pull in later into the stage or things that operate in the background. Now, for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to use built-in, or rather pre-built objects. If I can find them, tutorials, and Chocobrake. So here is some predefined graphics. 2 types of objects we're going to use, active and background. But as you can see here, these are a ton of different objects, all with different functionality. Fusion is basically an object-oriented language, so each one of these, when dropped into your application, give you access to new programming functions. As I mentioned, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to go with a background object, which, believe it or not, guys, does exactly what it sounds like. It displays a background. I know that's amazing, but it's true. Next, we're going to grab a ball. And this is what we call an active object. An active object in programming parlance would be considered a sprite. And as you can see, we can make multiple animations and do whatever we want there. Then we're going to get the bouncing, we got the ball. Let's get a player object, which is right here. And then we're going to grab a brick. I'm a big fan of the mallow brick, so I'm going to go with mallow. I just like saying mallow. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to go 6 by 12. And that looks a little off-centered, so we're going to go ahead and center it. We're going to select everything. Arrange, align, and frame, horizontal center. Now I'd like to direct everyone's attention to the properties window, which is right here. We can get a lot of work done just by manipulating properties. For instance, the ball. I can go to the movement tab. I can give it a bouncing ball movement. I can edit where the ball is going to initially start bouncing. Now, also the paddle needs to move, so I can give it a mouse-controlled movement, and I can edit where it's going to move with the mouse. And then we could run it and see what happens. So as you see, I have control over the character, and of course the ball went right through the bricks, which is probably, in game design terms, not good. So now we're going to go to the third editor, the event editor. And of course, programming at its very, very core is nothing more than if-then. And so we've broken it down very easy for people to use by calling them conditions and actions. It's part of what we call ACE, and I'll tell you what the E is in a little bit. So a condition would be if the ball collides with the paddle, and if it does, then we want the ball to bounce. If the ball collides with the brick, then we want the ball to bounce, but we also want the brick to be destroyed. Every permutation of what you could ask or do has been broken down in here. I don't know, Try. Are you having frame rate issues? It's looking pretty good here. So, and then finally, we're going to test the position of the ball and see if it's leaving the left, top, or right of the screen. If it is, bounce. Yeah, it probably is because you're in the UK. Now we run the application, and we have the most basic game running. And it only really took us, what, 4 or 5 minutes to do? You can make as complex of a game as you want. This is what I've been working on recently. It's called Tic Tac Tower. And it's just your basic Tic Tac Toe RPG. The first of its kind. I'd like to buy that, please. And so this is all done using the same type of programming that I just showed you. Here's some of that code right here. Multi-conditional, multi-actions. Now the E is for expressions. That's the final component. And I'll just show you some examples of expressions. This is the expression editor. And you have all the objects that you've downloaded into your frame available, and each one allows you to pull different types of information from it for you to run comparisons and evaluations on. So that's it. It's pretty basic stuff. Fusion is kind of like your lifetime minute to learn, lifetime to master, but it's very easy to pick up, and once you've got it picked up, you can blow through projects rapidly. So we got a couple people in here. What do we want to make next? Any suggestions? Andrew, it's a jump scare. Oh boy, are you a Five Nights at Freddy's fan? Mission Lake 86. I mean, we could try to do a jump scare. We're not going to be able to pull off a 3D game. What kind of jump scare do we do? Would we do a platformer? No? All right. Does GGDA have a particular kind of game they want to do? You had mentioned an RPG?
He did mention an RPG.
Well, Mission Lake 86, you're wondering how you trigger a jump scare. One of the most popular, of course, jump scare games out there is Five Nights at Freddy's, and that was actually written in Fusion. So Fusion is a programming language, so all you have to do is figure out what you want to do in your program. Write your design document, break it down into pseudocode. If this happens, then do that. And then you just have to transfer that information into your events through here in the event editor. That's all there really is to it. So, you know, gotta make that idea from nebulous to something concrete, and then go to work trying to figure out how to make it happen. We had a young lady in a class I was teaching this week make a jump scare game, and it's just side scrolling, and we put invisible triggers, objects in the game, and when you triggered it, things would pop out at you, and she had a creepy doll jump out of a closet at one point in the game. So that's pretty cool. An RPG, let's see. Well, like we did last time, GGD, what kind of RPG are we talking about? Are we talking like another Zelda? Are we talking like Final Fantasy type? What are we talking about? I guess we'll try to do Final Fantasy. Haven't done it myself, so you're going to watch me stumble through it. Hope that's all right. We need some characters. Let's start with a warrior of some sort. We'll go with a body. Let's color that in. Give the guy a head. I'm using the wrong fill-in. There we go. Maybe he's got, let's make that a little longer. So I'm going to adjust the height to 40. I'm going to put this down here. Give this guy an eyeball. Just making the most basic graphics here. There we go. And, you know, every warrior needs a hat, right? So let's give this guy a hat. And then put the horns on there. Hold on one second, I'm having some technical difficulties. And I'm back. All right, so we're doing horns. Well, we'll just leave it that way because this is taking too long. Hey now, watch it try. Try down there actually works for Clickteam. He handles our Firefly objects, which is our 3D component for Fusion. Now we need a monster. I don't know, purple. Blow it up a little bit. Then we're going to have to cut out the shape of a monster. We'll do that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll give him blue eyeballs. Maybe he just has one big eyeball. Who likes the idea of one eyeball?
That'll work.
And of course, evil, so it's got to have a red iris. There you go. So now we got a monster. Let's make him a little bigger. Now, of course, any good RPG has your hit points. So let's do that with strings. Let's make sure both strings are centered. Okay, we'll place that one above this guy and over our hero. Now we're going to declare some variables. So I'm going to click on both the hero and the monster. The first value is going to be max health. And then current health. And then we'll go ahead and say for the hero, we'll say 60. And of course he starts with 60. And then for the monster, it's got to be a little stronger, so we'll say 130. And he starts at 130. Now I'm going to go back to the event editor. And then always set the first string. Then we use a conversion, changing the value of the character's current health. Then we add some text. And then we add his max health for comparison. If I was to run it real quick, we see that he's 60 over 60 on his health. Monster needs the same thing. We'll make it easy by doing it this way. String value max. Now it's current health. See, I'm already messing up. Current health. And then I can just take this guy and drag him on top of there, and it converts for me. So now if I run it, I've got my max health and my current health. Now, we got to roll for attacks, right? So maybe we add a new value to each guy. We call it attack strength. And maybe this guy's got an attack strength of 5, and our monster's got an attack strength of 10. Of course, if you're making a serious game, you'd want to have that all probably figured out beforehand, but you can always go back and balance. So every 1 second, we'll start with that, and then we'll add a randomizer on it by saying 1 out of 3 chances. We will roll the dice and ultimate value subtract from current health 1 plus random value attack strength. Let's run it and see what that looks like. Let's see if our guy takes some damage. And he's taking damage. Of course, we probably could use a visual cue that he's taking damage. So we do that by going here, copying him, selecting new, pasting the original character, make some animations, grab the color painter, the spray paint, make it max size, and we'll go with this level of color. And we just kind of give him this damage look, and we'll loop it. We'll loop it twice. So that's what it'll look like when he gets hit. We can go to our hotspots. We should leave the first hotspot where it is. Then we can move the other one around just enough so that it looks like he's getting hit. So here, we then go to animation. We change the animation sequence to animation 12, which I should have renamed damage, but now let's see if he gets hurt. See, now he's getting hit. Ow. Ow. Now it's our turn to attack back. Now, if it's a Final Fantasy game-ish, then we would probably have some form of active counter telling us that it's our turn to attack. So to do that, we're going to grab a counter object, simplest way to do it. And I'm trying to find, here we go, numbers. We'll make it a horizontal bar that counts from the left. And let's make it yellow. We'll shrink it down a little bit. We're going to set our minimum value to be 0, our max value to be 100. We're then going to clone it into a background. We're We're going to change that background to black. And then we're going to put it behind the yellow. Off by 1. Oh, still off by 1. So we can go into here and we can manually adjust it. Now we're lined up correctly. And then I could say every half a second, add to our little active timer. And you can see it's filling up. Probably not filling up fast enough. So we'll adjust. Go down to 10. And that's filling up pretty good. And we need a button. Let's find button. Attack. And we set that to default to disabled at start. And we create a condition. Compare to the counter of the value. If it's greater or equal to 100, then we're going to enable the button. However, if the counter is lower than 100, then we'll disable the button. If the button is clicked, then we run the same type of calculation here, but against the monster. And we say attack strength from our hero. There we go. Let's see if that works. So we're getting beaten up here by the monster as we fill up our active timer. Boom! I took out 2 points. Now, there's a bug. When I clicked the button, I didn't reset the timer. So to do that, you just set counter to 0. Now, we need an animation for the monster. New, animation 12. We paste. We duplicate. We grab that red again. I said red, you silly Muppet. And then we do the same thing we did with the hotspot. We shift it around a little bit. And we repeat it twice. I also think our bar takes too long to fill up, so I'm going to switch it down to 5. We run it. I'm getting hit. I'm feeling it. Heal me, I like it. And boom, take out some damage. So I know that GGDA was like, I'm going to give him a fastball, but I hope I've proven you that, once again, Fusion can do it all. Someone says we need a heal button. All right. Fair enough. Clone. Heal. Without the semicolon. Drop that down. Now we're going to need some particles because we're healing. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Delete it. Grab this circle tool. Increase the thickness. I've got a red circle. Crop it. Crop it, don't stop it. And then we're going to go ahead and fill this bad boy with some magical colors. Because it's magic, you know. And then we need yellow. Gotta have yellow. And then we'll increase the speed there. And that's what it'll look like when it comes off our guy. Great. Now, because this is the down and dirty magic effect, I want to squeeze it down a little bit size-wise. And then I'm going to say movement, bouncing ball. I'm going to set the direction to straight up. I'm going to give the deceleration a 40. I want to make sure that this effect Does not start at the beginning of the game. Okay, now we got that out of the way. So, again, same thing with the attack button. We can't heal unless we have our active battle timer filled. So we duplicate right here the enable and disable of it. So as you can see that when I run it, I can't heal until the time fills in. So we got the button here to click for heal. Another thing, it's just good programming practice to label stuff no matter what you're writing in. And because I'm feeling this immense pressure to make sure GGA gets a RPG this stream, I am neglecting my programming duties. So I've gone ahead and labeled those two things. Monster, hero, ABS. Good. So when the heal button is clicked, the first thing I'm going to do is do a subroutine. I want to say start loop, heal. And I'm going to say do it 20 times. And then I create the fast loop or subroutine command down here, and I say heal. And I want to say create one of my healing spheres relative to my hero. And then I'm going to say set the X position of the healing sphere to the position of the hero. But then I'm going to add 10 minus random 20. I'm going to copy that much. And then I'm going to say position Y of the hero plus that same offsetting. So that'll allow us to move it around a little bit. So let's just go ahead and run it as it is and see what happens. So I took some damage. Heal's an option, so I hit heal. Now it all clustered up in one group, which isn't good. So what we do here is we go movement, set speed, random, 20 plus 20. Run it again. Almost. I think the speed is off a little bit. So we'll go here, cut down deceleration, and it's all too tight. So we go in here and we adjust our range to 20 by 40 and 20 by 40. Now that we've got that done and I'm feeling pretty good about it, then we got to heal him. Anybody, does we want random amount of healing? Do we want a certain amount of points? What do we want? Quickly, someone tell me how much we want to heal. Random. All right. So, max health, current health, value, pull his current health, and add a random number. I want to give something every turn. So let's say 10, let's say 5 plus random 10. Dude gonna die. All right, so we're taking damage. Let's get a hit in. Attack. I'm still taking damage. Attack again. More damage. Better heal. And there we go. I got some heal. Now the particles didn't disappear, which isn't good. So we say position, we say movement. Let's compare to speed. Is the speed lower than, we'll just say 2? And if it is, get rid of the sphere. And that should do it. Now, our background is kind of lackluster, so let's grab a background object. Give it a solid color. I'm going to go with blue. A light blue, I think. Because this is an RPG made by a 3-year-old, apparently. My inner 3-year-old. Go ahead and drag that out. Raise it back up. Let me grab our drawing tool, and gotta have grass. So we'll go ahead and draw some grass. And now we've got our background. And maybe we center this guy a little bit more. And what else? What else we got? He's looking for more art. What? No clouds or sun? Now, see, here's the thing. I was in the Clickteam forums before this meeting came, and I said, guys, I need you to come troll me. So don't think he's being a jerk. I've explicitly asked him to troll me. So Troy Dan says, monster death animation, but monster's never going to die. That's not true. Because we're programmers. We can easily fix that. I just go in here, and I say, you know what? His attack strength is now 40. Let's see how that plays out. Ow. Get out of here with that. Boom. That took a chunk out. I'm still getting hammered. Another chunk. I'm going to go for another chunk. I'm gambling. Oh, 17. 6. Oh, I'm dead. So we needed... That's true. So we need to fix that, right? So let's go here. And let's do a couple things. Let's grab that. Let's grab this. Let's put our background on all these frames. Boom. While I'm putting the background on here, I need you guys to figure out what the name of the game is going to be. Hacksaws. Okay, that's done. Hacksaws. Microsoft, paint me up. Yes. Yours. Oh, come on, caps lock. Yours is death. Maybe make that a little bigger, bold. Make that, I don't know, here. Center it. Align it. Horizontal center. Well, now we need one more thing for our friend there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put him here. But I'm going to rotate him 90 degrees because he's dead. And then finally, always, because, you know, we got to have cheesy effects. Change the color of the text. Use a calculation. Get RGB random 255 by random 255 by random 255. And it's telling me I got a syntax error. It's right there. And we're good. Yours is death. So this is our death frame. You lose. And, you know, we can actually make it easier just by deleting this. Yes. Cloning. Fixing my spelling mistake. Win. Wins. And, of course, our hero would not be on his back. He would be upright. And we're going to give him a movement here. Path movement. Edit. We're going to adjust the movement. We're going to loop the movement. I think that'll work. There we go. There's your level up movement. And then we go back to frame 1. The game frame, if the health of our hero is lower or equal to 0. Lower to equal to 0 because you may get a hit that puts you below 0. So there you go. Jump to frame, you lose. But alternatively, we can make it about the monster, and if so, we win. Now we got to go to our title frame. And what did we decide on the name? hacksaws. What a wonderfully inventive name. Hacksaws, a RPG, sort of. I'm going to make it really low text because he made fun of the fact that it was paint. All right. If the mouse is clicked, jump to the frame, the battle, and we run it. So there we go. So he's saying, wasn't even the answer to the question. I must be missing something. I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking. I'm not seeing a question. Anybody else see a question? All right. Well, there you go. So here we go. There's our RPG. Let's see if we can win. Well, it's too late. It's hacksaws now. I'm attacking. I'm getting hammered. I better heal. Now, notice I was able to heal and attack. That would be a bug in the game. And that's because I didn't set, when I heal, the counter to 0. Or sometimes we call them undocumented features. Well, there you go. But I'm going to fix it because it's going to bug me. All right. This guy's ours. We're taking him out. Win. And he's not jumping, but that's okay. So, yeah, I did kind of cheat, didn't I? Let's fix it. So you go here, you set the counter to 0. That means you either can attack or heal. So there you go, GGDA. A very basic RPG in about, what, 25, 30 minutes? Does anyone have any questions for me? No stats or level up. You do remember that we have to work together after this stream, right? Try. That's true. I did do that last week, didn't I? I think I did. All right, so level up. All right, well, first I need to figure out why my guy wasn't jumping. He should be jumping. Okay, that's because the path didn't save. I probably hit cancel. Silly me. Hit OK. Run it. There you go. Wins. All right. And then he wants level up. Okay. Well, we could do that by saying, in this simple iteration, we could say level, global value level. And then we could have bonus health. Okay. And then what we do here is when we win, start a frame. We could then say add bonus health 5 plus random 5. And then we could say add to level 1. Right? And then we get a string, clone it out, and we say in this string, the second string, we say change alterable string, level up, health plus, and then we grab that value, retrieve global value, bonus health. I didn't convert it to a string, sorry. There you go. And then when we go back to the next level, mouse user clicks, jump to battle, we go back to battle, we could then say string level, and we go here, start a frame. Woohoo! We could then say change alternable string, grab the alternable string that we have, and then we could convert to string the current level, which also means that I need to preset that level to 1. And then start a frame, we could add to max health, the bonus health, and I'd want to do it to the base health, to his current health too. So we do that. And alternatively, we'd want to make the bad guy stronger too. So we could say add to max health, retrieve the global value of level, times, I don't know, 5. And again, that's got to be repeated for his current health. So when I come back here, I get more health and the monster's stronger. So there you go, try. We added a little bit of experience growth. And look, it's a garbage-looking game, but we're having fun together making an RPG. Attack. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for coming in. Any other requests or questions for me? I better heal before I'm dead. Woo, it's gonna be close. I gotta heal a couple times. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, he's punishing me. Monster is still OP. I'm sorry. What do we mean OP? Oh. Right, we could do this. So OP was overpowered. Yeah, I see. Try answered it. So maybe the monster is too strong. So let's do this. Let's clone our thing here. Let's shrink it down. Let's make it a different color. Let's make it, I don't know. We'll go with red. Okay. Now, every successful attack, I will add to the counter 50. If I did that to the right spot, no, I didn't. It goes here. And then we're going to have here, clone. We'll put it above. And because the game's called Hacksaws, this will be the Hacksaws attack. Okay. Now, Hacksaws attack is only available when both bars are completely full. And then we clone the attack button. We call it button attack 2. And we will subtract the same factor. We'll add 10 here. And we'll multiply it by 4. Let's run and see if that works. All right. So, attack. There we go. Our bonus meter is filling up. I bet you I already know a bug. Notice the button isn't unlocking because I didn't finish the conditionals. So we'll do that there. Actually, it goes here. And alternatively, we need to be able to disable it. And we'll disable it by going there. And we'll just delete that and say that it's greater or equal, lower than 0 rather. And then up here, we will reset the counter to 0 when we use the super attack, which is right here. All right, let's try it. One more attack. Filling up the attack bar. Mega attack. Click again. Now you see I've got more health, but the monster's a bit stronger. Attack. And that's how it works. How about a secret cheat mode where you click the monster's pupil to half his energy? Sure, let's do it. Why not? So we go here. User clicks. We'll do in a zone, right? Because we want to identify just the eyeball. So there it is. And you know what? We're going to even do particles on this one. We're going to say power down. 20. We go here. We copy that. We bring it down here. We say power down. And then we add the additional direction by selecting direction to go down. And then we take, Daniel suggested half his power, I think. Yes, half his energy. So then we're going to set his current health to his current health divided by 2. Let's see what happens. Now, the down effect came on me instead of the monster, so we need to fix that. And let's see. Still didn't work. Why is that? Oh. It's because our X position and Y position is set to the guy. Easy fix in Fusion. Just drag and change the icon. And boom, he's crying tears of magic. Looks like it killed all his energy. That doesn't make sense, does it? Let's see what happens again. Let's see if that does it again. It did. That doesn't make any sense. And that's because I'm removing the power on the loop, so it's consistently dividing it in half 20 times. Debugging in Fusion is super easy. You just have to look at your event sheet and figure out where you went wrong. So there you go. Half the power's gone. Another half the power's gone. And now he's dead. Almost. I don't know. I might have to release this on Android later tonight. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So, any other requests? Okay. We want playtest credits. Okay, sure. Loot. Okay, all right. So let's make loot. I'm going to do it like we did last time. I'm going to grab an active. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to fill it with black. I'm going to stretch it out while my dogs bark never-endingly. Yeah, they're lovely. Love dogs. Generic loot. Okay. There you go. We got our generic loot. Then I'm going to crop it, because you crop it because you don't want to stop it. And then we put that off site. Let's give it a movement. Because we're running out of time, I'm just going to go with bouncing ball, make it fall down, and add heavy deceleration. We can try the movement, and that works. We want to make sure that we don't create it at start. And then our event for moving to the next frame is here. And what we'll say is insert. Movement is speed lower than 1. Also, we have to make sure that we actually have one on the board. greater than 0. Then we'll go to the other frame. But now on here, we're going to create our loot drop over the monster, and we'll move it up a little bit. And we'll run it real quick. We'll use our cheat to get past quickly. And then we'll attack. And attack. And there you go. Now, what's happening here is it's creating a lot of them. So to fix that, we just say we only want one loot drop. So we run the entire application, cut them down to size a little bit, attack. Now, the loot drop went too fast, right? So to fix that, we decrease the deceleration to a much lower number. Is she coming back? Yes. And then hit the button. And oh, we gotta cut them down to size. There we go. And he dropped the loot. But because I was only running, did I run the? No, it's not slowing down. So you task me, and I shall have you. So let's put it back to where we had it before, speed-wise. 40 maybe. And then we'll say number is greater than 0. Because we need a timer. It's moving too fast. So we're going to add to alterable value A, 1. And then we add the additional condition here. Insert value is alterable value A greater than 150. Then that'll jump us to the win frame. We're going to run it. Shed some tears from you, buddy. And then we'll attack him. And there you go, generic loot. He's still attacking me, which we'd have to fix that, but I win. There you go. The Moat in God's Eye. Nice. It's a good name. The game's not good enough for that name, so no, we won't do that. All right, well, we're about out of time. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. To play sound effects, someone just asked about sound effects. I don't know if the person asking's mic's on. Sound effects are easy. You just go to the samples, wherever the event is that you want to play the sample, and dig for a sample. I'm going to grab one from my other game. Fire, that sounds fun. And that's for the attack button. And then run it. We're filling up, we're filling up, we're filling up, we're filling up. We're filling up. And there's our attack sound. And that works for everything. Does that answer that question? Excellent. So, as you can see, we've had great success. Isn't that awesome? Now, whether you use Fusion or not, you guys, it's just a matter of doing it. So just do it. Don't give up. Make some cool games. Any questions for me?
Be able to hear me now? Yes. Now that no, they still can't hear me now. No, yes.
I would appreciate if you guys check out our social media links.
Yes.
Including
Please.
Twitter, including Facebook. Yes, Noah West. I know the game's horrific. You don't have to make fun of me. And then finally, we started a new Patreon that gives you some extra stuff. So thank you for your guys' time, and feel free to look me up on the community forums. My name on there is Kisaguri. Community.clickteam.com, and ask me any questions you have. Fusion's been going strong over 20 years. We're not going anywhere. And we just plan on taking over.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Chris. Let's see here. Where are we with everything? Yes, I talk slowly when I'm trying to do multiple things.
Do we still have some codes we can give away?
I don't know. Did anybody want to win a Fusion code, or what are we looking at? Yeah, multitasking in slow motion. Ooh, Kent Zone Star.
Ken
Anybody else?
does, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Anybody else? Dame Giver? Yeah? Okay. Alright. We got to follow. Alright, how about a fusion code? Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Alright. Again, I'm going to talk in slow motion.
Slow motion.
The brain really can't multitask. It's impossible. It has to focus on one thing at a time.
Is it?
Yep. And that's oh my gosh. Hi there. Here, I'll show my face too, maybe. Let's see here. Where did I put your codes? Right there. I sure did. All right. What's in his eye? Whose eye? My eye?
Emote.
All right. Let's see here. We'll do a giveaway. And Clickteam viewers in here, like if you're Clickteam, don't let them steal this win. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Cross your fingers. StreamJar. Hey, the automatic bot that keeps running messages up there, like way up there. Nope, we're gonna do another one. We are cool at giving away things. Rigged. Absolutely. It's gonna be triggered here too in just a second. Watch this.
Clickteam user.
Oh, Clickteam user. All right. Well,
Reroll.
all the same. Yeah, we're gonna reroll. We are gonna reroll eventually. We're gonna run into somebody who doesn't have a key yet. Just get a D20. Actually, I've got one. Goldilocks and the bear. Hey, Goldilocks, would you like a fusion key?
Yes, please.
Let's see. Come on, Goldilocks, are you there?
Come on, we've worked too hard to get this way. Come on.
I'm actually gonna go up. She may be lurking. Yep. All right. How about this? Out of the people that were watching, I will let you give it away. Why don't you pick somebody?
Me?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, hold on. Let me go through this list. Who didn't give me a hard time? Let's take a look here.
Kent Zone Star is here from GTAB. What is GTAB? Grand Theft Auto.
I'm typing something.
I'll take care of Goldilocks when she shows up, if she shows back up.
Here comes a text message. Boom.
Ah, there you go, Kent. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, Kent.
Don't fail us.
Kent, hang out after the announcements. I am going to whisper you. You won't. I am going to whisper you your code.
Code whisper.
Yeah, I know. This is what I get for not being prepared. Hey, look, you're up there too now.
Yeah, I noticed that's interesting.
Yeah. Technology, we gotta love it. There we go. Kent Zone Star. It's gonna echo a second. Sorry.
Streamception.
Alright, there you go. It should stop echoing now. Kent, did you get it? I issued it to you. Cool. There you go. You can pick that up on Steam. Alright, everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And Chris, thank you so much for our Hacksaws RPG game that we so cleverly created. We might be able to do this again next week, or
we'll talk after.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will definitely talk about this more. We do have more workshops up and coming. In fact, you know how things are. I have to run my mouth for a little bit, so I'm actually going to start with that live streaming workshop on Saturday, August 19th, from 1 to 3 p.m. Live streaming, as you can see, is becoming one of the most popular broadcast forms and certainly one of the fastest growing. So join us right here on this channel as we put together a 2-hour workshop on how to make the most of the future of media. Okay, join us live at Challenges, Comics, and Games, or online right here. All right. What else have I got to announce? I am also teaching game development in Atlanta called The New School. We have TNSX, Beginner Game Design After School program. This is for high schoolers. It's a 12-week program, and it starts on August 28th. And it's designed for students who are interested in learning more about what goes into game design and development. So for more information, click the link. Thank you, GGDA. All right, next, you're going to see this commercial come up here, but I'm going to say it anyway. We have a live Patreon, just like Chris here. They have a live Patreon. Be sure to put your link up. But the GGDA, we are a nonprofit organization, and so your support will help us with our efforts to improve game developers and their community, as well as helping to bring better games to life. Our stream is for gamers looking to learn more about what goes into making their favorite games. It's also for designers looking to break in the industry, and it's for experienced designers looking to improve their skills. Next, if you are in Atlanta on the first weekend of October, you should come to Siege. We have Jesse Schell as our guest keynote speaker. He's written awesome books. One of the most popular is The Art of Game Design. You should come to Siege. It is a great time to network and learn more about what goes into making games. You can run into programmers, artists, sound effects guys, and probably me. Anyway, all right, on that note, moving right along, as I mentioned, GGDA, the Georgia Game Developers Association, is a nonprofit organization, so we do have merchandise available. I did get a t-shirt. It's an awesome looking t-shirt. It's in the washing machine. I'll wear it next time, I promise. But I do know that the t-shirt will give you more HP. I proved it. And then also the coffee cup will give you more intellect and stamina. So definitely need to go out and buy something. Buy it now. If you like what you're seeing, if you like games, and if you like game development, or if you want to learn more about it, all of the videos that we do here, we upload permanently to our YouTube channel. So if you like that, please follow our channel, and also be sure to tune in to the YouTube channel as well. And finally, Antlion Audio. They are doing a promo. You're going to get to see their commercial here in just a moment, but they are doing a 10% off all mod mics and Antlion accessories. All you got to do is simply use the code GGDA. Now this deal ends September 4th. And that about does it for me. I can stop talking. Again, Chris, thank you so much for the workshop. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Good night.
Are you tired of your streams or voice chats sounding like this?
Do you want the comfort and quality of high-end headphones without sacrificing microphone quality? Antlion's Mod Mic 5 is the perfect solution. Their dual capsule microphone attaches easily and securely to your existing headphones and fits within any setup thanks to the modular cable system. It comes with a cable wrap to protect your wires, an optional inline mute switch, and sounds a little something like this. Check the link in the video description to learn more.
Thank you for your interest in the Georgia Game Developers Association's Patreon campaign. The Georgia Game Developers Association is a nonprofit that focuses on educating both game developers and fans on what is involved in making great games. For years we have put on live events to do just that, attracting some of the greatest thinkers in game development to share their secrets. Recently, we began our live streaming channel on Mixer to expand our ability to reach those developers and gamers far beyond our state. We have seen some initial success, but we are also hearing a lot of requests for more. More workshops, more in-depth interviews, more first looks at indie games, more giveaways, and more great streams. Your support will allow us to do just that. Even at starting levels, we both recognize your support and seek your input on what to stream. At higher levels, you can actually help shape our content, gaining priority access to our speakers, the chance to share announcements, and, at the highest level, running ads and promotions for all our viewers to see. So join now to get the inside scoop on game development and to help shape one of the best game dev channels on the net.